Look, essentially, I am asking for a fight because are you good in bed? Ooh, I am asking for a fight. Don't come for me. You clicked on this video. You had a question and you asked it. And if it doesn't resonate, I don't know what to tell you. But let's see. You know what I mean? And if you are, excellent. We'll see what's good about you. Maybe. We'll see. Because once I start reading, I'm like, what are we doing? And if you're not, we're going to give you clues and guidance on how to improve. So, my friends, welcome to the Illumination. Are you good in bed? We're going to creep. We're going to spy. And this time, we're creeping on you. Let's see. This could also be, do they think you're good in bed? I guess. I feel like that's a different reading. We'll see what happens. I'll see you in your pile. Bye. As always, hello, number 7. Number 7, are you good in bed? Let's find out. Are you good in bed? I want to know. Are you good in bed? Hey, Spirit. Is number 7 good in bed? No, number 7. We have the Temperance, we have the 6 of Swords in reverse, and the Hanged Man in reverse. This is telling me no. I want to clarify a little bit more to see if we can get a little bit more deeper into that no, or see if it becomes a yes due to certain things, because that happens sometimes. But are you generally good in bed? So far it's saying no. I feel like here's the thing. I feel like it's because you picked the wrong ones. You feel me? I feel like you may have picked sexual experiences or sexual experiences may have found you that were not really, I don't know, for you, ones that you weren't all in to participate in. And our bodies know. Our bodies know. So I feel like when you find equilibrium, when you find maybe someone that you trust, perhaps it could be different. It's a possibility, but not fully. I think when you find someone that you trust, when you find someone that you're actually all in on in sharing yourself and being free to explore fully and find that balance and calmness, because let me tell you, maybe you've had wild adventures and the like, but I don't know if that means that you are good in bed. Like maybe there's some wildness. But I'm not sure if you were trying to be something that you're not. Or that energy was misaligned. Maybe you are that, but you weren't really fully ready to step into that and be that actually. I digress. With the Temperance here, the new other cards coming out to sort of clarify are you good in bed or not, is the Strength and the 3 of Swords. I feel like you may be, with the 3 of Swords here in reverse, it's giving me energy of someone who needs to heal from what they've been through. So maybe for some of you, sex is just not, the dynamic. It is not that great as you maybe would like it to be or thought it could be, something like that. Maybe for some of you there's some pain associated to it. Maybe you've had some bad experiences, some traumatic experiences with it, for the few of you, and that shows up in here. And the good news for that is this is mental. Okay, this being good in bed, bad in bed for you, it's mental. Once you get your mind right, then you're going to be good, because once you get your mind right, you have the Hanged Man in reverse. You've changed your perspective of how you see, or you've changed how you see what has happened with you in the past. Not to say that, you've changed it and said, actually, that was a good thing that happened. No, but your perspective about it has changed, right? Your opinion of yourself has changed. How you see how that impacted you, your sense of worth, your sense of what you are attracted to, the sense of what you think you deserve, the sense of whatever balances to you, of what you should give versus what you should receive, versus that sort of playtime that happens, that balance in the sheets, however way it skews. You have a better perspective around those things, and I think be more calmer in the bedroom, more grounded, which sounds wild because I feel like there's chaos, but when you're more grounded, then you're really able to really feel into that, and that translates over to your partner. So I feel like once you get your mind right, because this is all swords, once you get your mind right and the chaos and the turbulence is no longer sort of where you might be sexually, or where you are in your head when it comes to sex, or maybe overthinking it or doing too much that isn't you yet. Like there's some things that we do, like you can wear the bangiest outfit, like you can wear the best outfit, but if you're walking like a giraffe, if you're not holding yourself in that confidence, no matter how expensive that outfit was, no matter how good you smell, when you yourself don't believe that you're that person, it shows. So if you are doing, if you are sort of a wild card in the sheets, are you aligned with that energy? Like, how aligned are you? Where's that energy coming from? Those types of thoughts, those types of perspectives. I'm trying to catch everybody in this one. But yeah, once that changes, I feel like that's going to be a major change. It's just the perspective that you think. Otherwise, you do have the makings of someone who could be a very great lover with all these majors coming out. Just that perspective shift needs to change. And I feel like for now it is, especially for you to click on this reading. It must have been a bit nerve-wracking for you to click on this. Because it's about it, but you're in a space where if you've clicked on this and you're like, okay, I can kind of see that, I think, okay, maybe, you're in a space of changing that. You're in a space of really facing yourself, and it's not easy. These swords definitely bled on the way in, but baby, they gonna bleed on the way out too. You know what I mean? They're gonna be pulled out, and there's gonna be some gashes, but that's that perspective that we need to see, what our part is in bringing pleasure to ourselves and our partners. And I feel like you're doing that. And there may be some painful moments physically, mentally, emotionally, but you will find balance and temperance, and you do have the strength to do it. You definitely have the strength and the ability to do it. For some of you, you may have some, your history with the bedroom and bedtime adventures and your ability to be in it the way you would want to be in it could be to do with, old structures that you maybe were raised with, and now you want to enter into your more primal state. And oh my God, I feel it. Like you're gonna be a beast. And I feel like, I don't know, for some of you, maybe this has been a temporary energy for you, right? Where you feel like you're bad in bed, or, wondering. And I don't know if your partners would agree. I did do a reading recently that was, are they good in bed? And I didn't purposefully shuffle for, would you think they're good in bed? I kind of left it open-ended. And this is the same thing here. I think I am going to leave this open-ended as well. No, let's do it. No. This is, are you good in bed? This is about you, because really whatever somebody thinks, shit can change the next day. So this is truly about what you have to do for yourself in order to be good in bed with your partner. it's definitely self-work, self-thinking. And it's not going to be the most painless. It's not going to be painless. There's going to be some wounds opened up again that you maybe sealed, that healed over time, that didn't really get attended to, right? The thorns are still inside, but the skin grew over it because we stay regenerating. But yeah, I feel like there's some things that you'll have to deal with in terms of maybe heartbreak, how someone broke your heart, or how you broke your own heart with what happened to you, or what you believe you allowed. But now you're in a different state and you can calibrate those feelings inside of you a lot more better. This is for you. It really is about balance. We have balance with the temperance here, tempering energy, pouring into your cup and their cup, feeding yourself so you can feed the other, to make it an experience that makes sense. And also the strength here. This is also about that duality of primal savagery energy and this demure sort of, not primal. That's what's making me go, hey, once this healing is good, baby, you gonna beat him off with a stick, okay? You got the makings in you. And I feel like some of that has shown through to others. It's just, do you believe it? Have you stepped into that? Yeah, I feel like with your sexual experiences, your partners give a time with you. They do find like that I don't know if it's balance or grounding, that sense of duality to you. It's just, I think they know that it takes some time with you. It takes some time with you. And it's not an easy, quick road. I don't think that's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just, I think that does affect the things in the bed, especially as it relates to you and how you think about it and your perspective on it. Let's see what you could do to be better in bed. Okay, you could do all the things. But I feel like you've been doing all the things already. I want to get to the real core of the truth here. Like, this is important. This is important. Wrath. Okay. And attraction. This is very weird. And this is an energy I was getting here. I just didn't want to say it because I feel like you already do it. But again, I did say that some of these things are things that you do already. It's just you don't step into them. For some of you, for you to be a better lover, you may have to ask more from your partner, right? Like you may need to enter into that pillow princess energy for you to be better in bed. It's so interesting. Like, allow your partner to serve you. Allow your partner to serve you. Allow your partner to make you feel good and actually enjoy them making you feel good. Like, actually lean into that. Because with this Six of Swords in reverse, it's this sort of like, and I don't mean this offensively. I just don't know how to say it in a way that is like how it's coming off. But it's like doing too much. Like, this is somebody who's maybe doing all these tricks, doing all these things to make their partner, for the sake of maybe not what they think. It's to make them seem a certain kind of way, to make you seem maybe more experienced, more desirable, more whatever. But it's like, you don't have to do all that. But at the same time, what changes isn't so much the actions, but like the person behind the actions, the feelings behind the actions, the reasoning behind the actions. So this is you doing the same thing. Like, maybe you are someone who your partners do, again, they take their time, that Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, where they maybe focus on you, but maybe you don't really fully lean into that, or you don't allow them to. So that's really interesting. For you to be good in bed is for you to allow your partner to be into you, and for you to allow yourself to be into yourself, and how that feels when your partner is pleasing you, and really give them that like feedback physically and audibly and, excuse me, perhaps vocally after. I know there's something more here with this, but we'll move on to this. What is this? I don't know. That's that Mars? This Mars energy. Wrath. Anger. This is you feeling the Three of Swords. This is that pain, that bits of accountability of taking your sexuality into your own hands, and whatever healed wounds, right? The flesh may have healed over them, but there's still the agent in there that is causing the wound. Pulling those swords out and actually attending to yourself and your heart, attending to the anger that you might feel inside of you, demanding even more from your partner. That's so weird. I wasn't expecting that as like what someone can do, demanding more from your partner, or really just allowing yourself to demand more from your partner, to desire more from your partner. I'm going to get some more cards to this. Tell me more about what my person can do here to be better in bed. I mean, there's definitely a call for like balance. I'm just surprised with like where the Queen of Cups didn't show up. Fidelity. Interesting. Okay, that's loyalty. It's very interesting that loyalty comes up. This feels like trust. Fidelity is a trust, isn't it? Fidelity is trust and working through things. So this isn't you reverting back to your old ways, your old behaviors of saying, no, it's okay, I'll just do this, it's fine, I'll just, it's sticking to it. And that's painful. That's, being able to say, no, move your hand here, or no, do this, or, I mean, obviously you'd have to say it in a softer way because it's a very sensitive area. But, for some of you, yeah, sticking with a partner and growing through that experience together. So for those of you who are saying, I need sexual experience, I need to get out there and just get it in, maybe not with fidelity here. Picking a partner and having that comfort and joy, having that stability might be helpful. Having that trust in someone might be helpful in you being a better lover, as opposed to so yeah, I think demanding more from yourself in order to demand more from a partner, being with someone who will be a stable source, and maybe not doing things that taking more ownership and accountability over your love experience moving forward. Be more judicious about who you allow close to you, so that you can, and how far you go, right? Because there's different levels. But yeah, I feel like that'll help you be more in tune with how you want to be in bed, when you have like a solid partner who you can work through things with, and who they can, they're a stable source of attraction and being able to work through things. With one person. Tell me more about attraction in reverse. That's such an interesting energy. Feeling good. Prioritizing your feeling good. That's so interesting. But that will help you out. Knowing what feels good to you will be helpful as well. Another reversal. So feelings. Yeah, knowing what feels good to you. And being honest about that. Gemini energy. Being honest about that. With the feelings. So this is maybe super discovery and jealousy. Fidelity also takes time. So giving things time, right? Trust takes time. Not being in a rush to commit too quickly either, or just to commit to an act or whatever. But back to feelings. This feels like having the emotional feelings, yes, but as you can see, there's no feelings here. Like I was saying before, it's all swords, swords, swords. It's so interesting that feelings is out. So I feel like with feelings, what I want to say that's not coming out of my mouth is putting your physical sensations first. But also for some of you, it's going to be putting your feelings for that person, how they feel about you first. And if it aligns with what you want. And you don't necessarily have to wait until full-on commitment, I guess, but to wait in a way where you feel like you might be ready to step into something. But with fidelity here, I do think having a consistent partner will be best, but also definitely changing that mindset will be the most best. Wow, feelings in reverse with attract. What? You curious in me. Boop. This is leaving. This looks like breaking some type of patterns with attraction in reverse, feelings in reverse. So give relationships time. Give yourself time. Give relationships time. There could be someone, something that you are breaking away from the past, or experiences with someone, something. Oh, you can't even see it. Excellent. At some point that, you know, once those feelings have faded for that person or that experience, it will be a little bit easier for you to also trust yourself better. Trust your feelings, trust who you're attracted to, and trust yourself to be able to leave when it's no longer what you want. That's tough. Okay, friends. I hope that served you. Keep your light on. Good luck. Please feel free to pick another pile. Or come back to the readings on the channel and we'll get you sorted. Let me know how this reading fared for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Please feel free to come through for a private reading. You can email me. Email is in the description box below. Or you can visit the website and see what kind of readings we got on there. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. What up, number one? Number one, number one, number one, number one. Are you good in bed? We're creeping on you now. Now don't get upset. Don't shoot the messenger now. Don't come for me because you came sensitive. Okay, please. Because I don't say anything that I think is hurtful. I don't. And when I giggle, it's really not about you. But I definitely understand how that could be taken the wrong way. But likely I'm giggling because I see myself in the reading. Likely I'm giggling because spirit just showed me something in my head that's like, oh yeah, like that person. Or it's largely personal. It's, well, sometimes it does have to do with the reading, but in a way that's, I don't know, that's just how I am. I be giggling all over the place. Moment of truth. Yeah. Okay. I will be clarifying and looking for 2 more cards to help flesh this message out. But are you good in bed? No. No. So for some of you, these are my people who haven't been in bed before, right? Some people on this pile haven't had much experience or no experience to be good in bed. And they're seeking experience to be good in bed, or they're seeking knowledge, or they're seeking to do the thing, the bed thing. They're seeking to get it in and get it on. But they're maybe following the rules, right? So this is my people who want to wait until they get married, want to wait until they get into a fully on committed relationship, want to wait until they have someone who they really trust and believe can lead a good relationship with them, someone who they have similar ideals with, someone who's on the same page. But I do see this person as actively desiring, wanting to no longer be in the state of sexual being that they are in. So whatever state of sexualness that you are in is you don't want to be in that anymore. and you may be really actively working on yourself mentally and physically, good for you, to get yourself to a place where you want to be. You want to be able to please your partner. You want to be able to feel good about it. And you are actively taking steps to actually do that. And good for you, number one. So this is very different. Number one is usually about themselves. And still, you know, we're still there, I suppose. But this is somebody who is not good in bed. But I feel like it's for lack of experience. Now, for my people who are like, Luz, what you talking about? I'm 45 years old. What you mean? You can be 45-year-old virgin. So let me not put age in this. You really could be. Or inexperienced, because maybe, you know, you got married young or whatever. You fell in love with somebody and they stuck in your heart and you just never went back out there. And lots of myriad of reasons. You could be someone who's like, Luz, I've had buku partners. Okay, what you mean I'm not gonna be? I feel like there's a lackluster. There's some sort of like something that's lacking for you. Something isn't pleasing you anymore, and it's reflecting in your bedroom adventures. It feels like you're wanting more, and that's what makes you bad in bed, because you're wanting more and like you're not being able to access it. I feel like you might be in an exploratory phase. Oh, there we go. That's still virginal. You might be in an exploratory phase where you want to break free from what you've been doing and want to do something interestingly more traditional. That's weird. It's only weird because usually that energy is like, I want to get into kinks. I want to get into fetish. I want to get into the abnormal. I want to get into like the crazy things. But I'm picking up from someone who wants to do something more traditional. Alternatively, it could still be someone who wants to get into kinks and fetish and the off the beaten path type stuff, I guess. But someone who wants to be taught that, who's still looking for someone to teach them that. So I guess, that's fine. The energy is the energy, and the energy is there's someone who is new at something or hasn't done something much, or at all, and they want to do that thing more. You see how I did that? The essence is the same, but the specifics are different. So let's take a little bit more to see, and then I'll go into a little bit more of what I've been seeing. But I want to see what happens here when I shuffle. Interesting. Huzzah! How you want to be, baby? Yeah, I thought so. I'm not even going to flip you again. See? You are good in bed. You are. So for those of you who are, let me talk to my experienced people. For those of you who are more experienced, you are good in bed. You know what you're doing. It's just you want something different. You want to move into something more, and you want to invest in doing something more. For those of you who have some experience, but not a lot, you are good in bed. You just want to do more bed so that you can see that you are good in bed, but you have absolutely the makings of that. My people on this pile, for you to really feel the goodness of your bedness, the goodness of your ability, you really have to have like a sense of a partnership, a sense of a teacher, a sense of like someone who knows a little bit better than you, someone who's a little bit more, not a little bit more, someone who's very much more experienced than you in whatever next sexual experience that you're trying to have. If you're moving from negative to 0 to 1, then yeah, you want someone who's at a 1 or a 2 or a 3, right? If you are at 45 and you want to move to a 50, then you want to be with somebody who's a little bit more, who can guide you through. You're looking for more guidance, someone who's, ready to show you the way, or a partner who is willing to learn with you. I just feel like the people in this pile are looking for a new kind of dynamic within their sexualness, in their sexuality. 3 of Wands is good here. 3 of Wands is always so interesting because are you waiting or has it arrived? right? I want to see what the book says on this one. Because I feel like you're looking for the, I love that. I feel like you're looking for the like the groups, the people, the expansion of it all. And so you're just kind of bored. I don't know, not bored, but you're looking for more. You're looking for greater. Okay? Yeah. You're looking for greater. Especially with this lovers here. For some of you, you really are looking for commitment. And for some of you, like, who are moving from kink to something more traditional or vanilla or whatever, you are looking for, like, to settle down. You really are looking to settle down with someone who you, like, you've done your wild things. Okay, you've done your wild things. And now you just kind of want to settle down with someone, you know, more vanilla. Hope, confidence, success, planning, vision, inspiration, expansion, opportunity, freedom, effort. I think when given the chance, this is the same thing that we're really talking about. Like, when given the chance to, you're being more, like, minded. Not open-minded. Yeah, open-minded, but you're being more meticulous and direct about what you're looking for and who would cater to that. This is kind of beautiful. So, I mean, overall, you are good in bed. You're just still, like, learning something new. And in that newness, like, you're not good at it yet, but you have that desire to get yourself out of what has been not boring, but yeah, for some of you, boring. For some of you, like, you're kind of over how things have been and you're beginning to graduate into different levels, different planes, and different ways that your sexuality is now being expressed. For some of you, you may be going into self-pleasure a bit more and investing in that and showing yourself the way as almost a way of, like, manifesting and bringing in and creating the kind of dynamics that you want. This is beautiful. This is the most, like, fun lovers I've ever seen in my life. And the sun don't have no face, so thank God. Is this supposed to be an angel? It's so funny. When I read the Bible, it's so funny because every time an angel shows up, they always go, "Do not be afraid." And it's like, bitch, what you look like? You keep saying that to everybody. And maybe it's because they just popped in and nobody said, like, nobody was there. Now there's a being there. But, like, is this what angels look like? You know what I mean? Like, just, like, objects with wings. I don't know. Anyway, I digress. I feel like you're looking for something more than what you got going on. Let's see what makes you good in bed, or what you could improve on as you go on this journey. Awareness. That's interesting. Yeah, I think this Five of Pentacles in reverse is kind of what speaks to this awareness, this being awake to the position that you're in, being aware of where you're at, and from that awareness, Three of Wands, making a plan. From that awareness, figuring out what kind of person you would want to be with, the kind of person that you want to explore this with, or how to introduce this to a partner that is pre-existing or whatever. And even then, like, you're choosing a new path. For my people here, you are manifesting the thing that you want. The manifest didn't show up here, but it is. Like, this is you're on your path. If this is resonating, you are on your path. This is where you are meant to be. But yeah, with the lovers here, which is also still, like, you know, the choice, it's definitely love and dynamics. Like, you're on the right path, baby. You really are on the right path. That was not what I was going to say. Yeah, the choice is, like, I think you're being aware of not being passive and not being stuck in a situation that you can move yourself out of. And not being stuck in dogma, you can you can still work within that dogma, right? Like, I don't know, if someone is really religious, or someone really has those like religious beliefs about sex, and when it comes down to, you know, what's okay in the bedroom or not, the church, as far as I know, you know, or the Bible, it doesn't say. Look at Song of Solomon, you know what I mean? Like, what what happens in the sanctity of your bedroom, it happens in the sanctity of your bedroom, right? So I feel like this is someone who's found a way to work within their boundaries that they believe are good, and still finding a way to make peace with those boundaries and their dogma, their beliefs, and also please themselves and what they want. It's nice. Anyway, freedom. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, freedom. You're cutting away from what you're done with, you know? You're cutting ties with the things that, you know, being left out in the cold, not feeling the way that you want to feel, not feeling fulfilled, not feeling, you don't want to feel bored anymore. Like, you're taking matters into your own hands, and this is fucking beautiful. I love this for number one. Number one always comes through with the fucking reads, man. Let's fucking go. And romanticism. Let's go. You're using your imagination. You're manifesting something. And I'm going to say you're manifesting something beautiful. I'm not going to leave it right there. So, hey friend, if you would like a personal reading, please feel free to come through. My email is in the description box below. Or you can also look at the various readings that I offer on the website, and you can see which one you want me to read for. Because sometimes you don't know what to ask, you know. And I have some suggestions on there. We can create a custom read for you as well. So until then, I will see you in the comments if you dare. Okay. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, number three. Okay, friend. Are you good in bed? It's just between you and me, but we're gonna creep on you. Are you good in bed? Let's find out. Are you good in bed? Are you good in bed? Wow, 2 majors. I'm just wondering what to do. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to shuffle that. I will be clarifying this message a little bit more. So far, no. You're either passive aggressive or aggressively passive. What? Or just you don't take lead enough in the bed. Maybe you don't know what you want in bed, and so it's a bit difficult for your partners to really, I don't know, for you to enjoy yourself, for you to be good in bed. I'm gonna say it like that. It's weird because the moon in reverse, is that a bad thing? Is that unexalted? I don't know. That's so funny. What do those splotches look like? The stars. And then we have the King of Cups. I think I have to do it now. I'm going to do it now. I need clarifiers now because this message is out here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I was going to say all the kings are in the reverse, but it's not true. The King of Cups is here. You have 3 major arcana and 2 court cards. Someone isn't speaking up about what they like and what they want. So that Emperor energy was right on the money. Someone is being passive. And I don't know if you're not speaking up to yourself or if you're not speaking up to your partners and therefore you're not good in bed because you're not playing along. I don't know. There's something. I gotta clarify this moon. Please. Thank you. One more. Two more. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Thank you. Thank you. Because I was a little bit confused. Okay, friends. This one's a bit complicado. Okay? It's not, but it is. But it's pretty much how the other readings have gone too. Okay? The first energy that really comes out is you're not good in bed. And that's something that's Spirit wants you to know about your love life. There's an important message here about your love life, your sex life, and how you portray yourself and what you allow for yourself and what you allow from your partners, and how much of them you really get to explore and how much of you really get to explore, how much of your desires, etc., etc. Listen, are you good in bed? Yeah. You get the job done. For your partner, in a way, for yourself, you reach some sense of completion. It's just, how satisfactory was it? There's some type of like suppression of what you really want. And what I'm trying to figure out is everything. This is a complicated one. Is everything. But I don't know if you know what you want in bed fully, or if you've embraced what you want. You know what I mean? Like, have you embraced the kind of love life you want? Or do you even know what you want? Perhaps you don't. And so it's difficult for you to verbalize that or express that. And so you don't. And it just kind of comes up aggravating because maybe you expect your partner to know and they're kind of like, what? But you maybe have not done the due diligence to like express that. And for others of you, you know, but you haven't told your partner. Others of you don't know, so you can't tell your partner. Either way, there's some type of like aggression that comes up in your love life that makes it confusing. Maybe for some of you, you want to have sex with your partner, but you act like you don't. And that can be confusing. Maybe for some of you, you want to experience the joys of the flesh, but you don't. You hold back. And that's confusing to you and your partner because what do you want? And even you yourself might go, what do I want? And that's what makes you confusing and bad in bed. Overall, I feel like you are good in bed. Here's why. We have these three cards clarifying the wild card of the moon. For me, even though the moon is in reverse, it was giving me energy of, is this person actually open? But that openness has a duality of known and unknown. Known and known unknown. Or unknown known and unknown unknown. You know what I mean? Like it's very complicated. But with it being clarified by the Prince of Discs, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups, it gives me the energy of the moon being, actually, no, this person is good in bed. There's just unknown knowns or known unknowns or unknown unknowns or something like that. And with the King of Swords coming out to really just also lean into this energy of something's unspoken, something's unclear, while others are mastered. And we have the master of the masters himself, the Emperor, but he's showing up passive. He's incomplete. What? So number 3, you're complicated, hey? Are you good in bed? Yeah. It's just you're confusing as fuck also. And I feel like the partner is confused and also you. And that confusion makes being in bed and intimate and sexual not good, you know? But sometimes, yeah, it's good. Like, obviously what's happening can be good, but it's also like, what am I going to get today? Or like, what is it going to be in this moment? Or like, how is it going to be? And I think in time, the more you and your partner get to know each other, the more you get to know your partner, the more you get to know yourself, in time, the goodness of you in bedness becomes more apparent and clear and good. It makes sense. Maybe becomes less unclear because your partner and you now know how you both work and all that stuff. But the king is still, the emperor would still be in the reverse. So there's still like, it's knowing someone through being confused by them. Anyway, I digress. The moon is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Fool, and the Prince of Discs. So again, you are good in bed. You know you are. You know you got it going on. You are the King of Cups, okay? You are the exalted king of emotion. You know how to connect to your partner. You know how to make them feel wanted and needed and desired and the like. But when it comes to your pleasure, you're kind of mum. You can move your body in agreement. You can sing your agreement song, you know, with your moans and groans or whatever. But it's like, what? I don't feel like you're stepping into what satisfies you. And when you do that, it's difficult to find what satisfies you. And I'm not sure if you're unfairly expecting your partners to just know what satisfies you. Because maybe as the King of Cups, you take those efforts to learn other people. And maybe they haven't or they don't. And that sucks. But really, then you're missing out on your own pleasure. Anyway, yeah, the Fool. Emotionally disconnecting, Eight of Cups. I think there's an emotional disconnection. I'm not sure how much like eye contact you really have with people. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. The King of Cups and the Moon are so confusing. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you try to give your partners, you know, a good time, a really romantic time, but you're disconnected because you're orchestrating it and you're not having your time. Or, you know, vice versa. Take it how it fits. With the Fool here, and the Prince of Discs, you do move slowly in actually opening up to someone in a relationship. I feel like you do a bit of a fake out, number 3. You maybe make people fall for you. You know, you have a knack for that, to feel connected to people, but you don't feel connected to them. They feel connected to you, but you don't. And it's a tough test because you're maybe waiting for someone to prove themselves to you, but that's a bit tough. That's a bit tricky. And so you sort of keep, with each new person, if there are new people, emotionally detaching from what makes you happy and just going about the way of making them happy, because it's just easier than being able to maybe articulate whatever. Tell me about articulate, you know, what you want, and being able to ask them what they want and what you want, and how it aligns. All right, tell me about the Emperor. Clarify that for me a bit. Thank you. The Seven of Discs in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is someone who's not able to see a plan. So I feel like this detachment, and going a little bit deeper on that. I feel like you may stay in dynamics that you don't see a future with, or physically engage with them. And though that makes that disconnect of not being with a partner who actually really rocks you makes you bad in bed. Now, you're good in bed, right? But something's missing. You know? You don't see a future, so why invest? Why make it about, why tell someone what you want or go into those details? It'd just be easier to make them feel good. That seems to be the story I'm going with, number 3. So, the Lovers and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Feeling alone in love. But choosing to make the other feel good. Choosing the connection even when you're not getting what you want. It's easier to choose a connection where you're left out in the cold than open up. And tell them and talk to them about what you need or what they need to feel good, right? Like that makes for a bad bunny. So about the King of Swords, hey? The 9 of Wands, hanging in there. Hanging in there, getting back up to fight, hanging in there and not doing the other thing. So let's keep it moving. This message is gonna just keep repeating itself, hey? So I'm gonna look at like what you can do to be better in bed. I need my king. Where's my king? Where is my king? Where is my king? Where is my king? Oh, where is my king? The Queen of Cups flipped. That's cute. So maybe you're okay with the emotional connection and you're like, oh, okay, bad is so. Yeah, so maybe it's just, maybe you haven't been in a relationship where you've really had the opportunity to be good in bed. Like, obviously you're good in bed. But like, no, wait, are you? No. Yes. It's very confusing. You are overall, but it's just like it's not even that there's something missing. It's just that there's parts about you that haven't been expressed, So we have forgiveness in the reverse. Wow. Perhaps there's some things that you want that you haven't reconciled with yourself what you want. And it is difficult to walk away from a relationship that feels good, but also doesn't fully hit what you need. But it's easier to stay than speak up sometimes. So anyway, what can make you better in bed? Or, what's the guidance to make you feel better? Nostalgia. Okay. Oh, interesting. For some of you, this could be, and forgiveness comes up at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, this could be going back to the beginning. We were strangers, starting out on a journey, never dreaming what would have to go through. Now here we stand. At the beginning with you. And life is a road and I want to keep going, love. What's from Anastasia? Anyway, this could be, oh man, I'm getting so many stories here. For some of you, for you to be better in bed, there could be actually someone that you're dealing with in this relationship. For those of you who are in a coupleship with someone, perhaps tuning into what it was in the beginning for you with this person, starting out slow when you were strangers, starting out on a journey. Maybe there was some things that were going on that felt good for you, and that inspired you to be more in this connection, more good in bed in this connection, and actually being in there. For others of you, starting over in this dynamic, and really starting in the baby steps of being able to tell, excuse me, just treating it like it's new and not saying, oh, but it's been years that we've been together and I haven't said anything before. They'll ask me why. And then you just kind of, go with that. Pretend that maybe not that you haven't been with this person in a while. Excuse me, that you've never been with this person. And wow, I lost my plot. Acting as though you haven't, erasing that in your head if you can. And it's like if you had just met someone new and you had a chance to do things over, how would you do things over? And treating it from that perspective. For some of you, there are some things that you may need to forgive. Some of those things may be yourself. Maybe now you've evolved and you have a new kind of future for you. Sometimes when we want to break up with somebody, we feel guilty about it. It happens. Don't know why, but it does. Because you start getting nostalgic over, how things were, etc., etc. If you gotta end a relationship with somebody because you're not, fulfilled, end it. And if in the future you find that, oh shit, actually I had something good there, if only I had blah blah blah, then go back to it and fight for that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to make life that difficult, But yeah, there's something here about for you to step into nostalgia, and we have the moon. So you have things about you, your intuition, your inner being that knows how to move and that knows how to be present and that knows how to be good. Leaning into those things, leaning into those memories, leaning into those experiences a bit more will be helpful. Okay. And here we have temptation. Libra. Why is this Libra? Why this gotta be Libra? And life is a road and I want to keep going left. At the beginning with you. If you had an affair, forgive yourself. Figure out why that happened. If your partner had an affair and, you, this is getting so specific. And that's something that's still going on. There is a way to overcome it. And if that's what has affected your love life, then yeah, I think attending to that will be helpful. And speaking up, that's saying, this is something that has, that still takes a toll on me. That might be really helpful. And for those of you not in relationships and you're just like, Luz, what about us? What about us? When it comes to nostalgia, I feel like at the beginning with you. I don't know why I keep singing that song. For those of you not with anybody, or you are, or whatever, and you're just like, okay, but how do I apply that to me? Fantasy. Yeah. I think fantasizing about the beginning stages, keeping things fresh, will be helpful for you. And remembering the basics. It's funny because with the Emperor in reverse, you would think that it would be about building, like some of the guidance would be about building, but it's more so about like getting in touch with like the basics, which I guess could be part of building, but it's about getting in touch with the basics, right? So what makes you feel good actually? Like what actually does make you feel good? What parts of your body being touched, caressed, or licked or whatever makes you feel good? Like what are those parts? And remembering when someone has touched you there and how that felt. And with temptation in reverse, look, look, for some of you, get out there. You know what I mean? Get out there, get it in, meet some new people, and so uncomfortable. Get out there. you know, you may get out there. The more you get out there and the more you actually practice speaking what your preferences are and meeting new people and seeing how they do and how they conduct themselves, and it might be good. Nostalgia for some of you who, you know, are not with somebody, or if you are, I don't know your life. It could be about you exploring, you know, the youthfulness, the youngness of a fresh relationship over and over and over again with new people. Fresh relationships. Ahoy. One more. And leaning into that temptation, because there's something about temptation that when you're meeting new people, eventually you meet enough that they become inconsequential. They don't become important, and you don't hold on, and you don't form an attachment that is one that keeps you from, you kind of have a thinking, which can be positive or negative again, where you know there'll always be someone else. So why not actually try and speak up? Like, try and see what it looks like to say to this person, hey, I like to be tied up. Or whatever your thing is. I don't know. I'm just saying something. And who knows? Their reaction might be something that actually is good. And the more you do that, the more you do it, the more you get comfortable doing it. So by the time you meet the right person, you know what you like. And for those of you that don't know what you like, the more you meet different people, the more you explore different people or different aspects of yourself with these new people, the more you see, oh, I like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I like that. Actually, I didn't like that, but I like it in this context. You know what I mean? I'm not, anyway, conquest. Yeah. I think it's for you to take more control, to be the conqueror, not the conquistador. And when you have more experiences of doing the things, then you have more confidence in doing the things. That's really what I'm getting, my friend. That's really what I'm getting, for you to be better in bed. And for some of you, this really could, again, is you the more you do it, the better. The more you'll understand what it is you like or what you don't like. Whatever that looks like for you. Is it self? Is it with a partner? Is it reading different media? Is it, I don't know. I've lost the plot on this one. This one's really long. Okay, number 3. For those of you with a partner, it could be you taking more of a direct approach, which brings me to the Emperor and the King of Swords. For you to be the conqueror and be more of a leader, not in a passive way, but in a more active way. To be the conqueror and to tell what you want more of. To be more open about that, about what it is that you would like in the dynamic. All right, my friend, I gotta go. Bye. Bye. I wish you well. Let me know how this reading resonated. And I will see you next time. If you'd like a private reading, you can come through for that. The link is in the description box below, and so is my email. You can just email me if you'd like. Keep that on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time, my friend. Bye. Okay, number 4. What are you good in bed? Are you? Let's find out. Man, the piles have been weird, number 4. You're my last one, and the last one, I get to cut a rug a little bit. You know, I get to chat with you a little bit about the tea, about the other piles. And it's been crazy. Man, you are good in bed, number 4. That's straight out the gate. No extra clarification, no crazy nonsense. I should have started with you or something, because the other piles have been crazy, number 4. Let me toot your horn, and then let me break you down. Number 4. You're good in bed. You have the 10 of Wands, the King of Discs, the 8 of Swords. You bring the heat. Okay? You bring the heat. You know what people's zones are. You know how to make someone feel good. You've got your skill set. It's not the King of Wands, but you know the body. You know how people work. I don't know why this is giving me King of Swords, King of Cups vibes, but the King of Pentacles to me is just so close to the Emperor. Okay. You put in work. You're good in bed. I just wonder. I know you know you're good in bed. I just wonder how much fun you're having. One of the other piles sort of had a similar energy, but I just wonder how much fun you're having. It's a labor of love, right? Being in the sack, being good in the sheets is a labor of love. You've worked at this. You've put in effort to be this. And maybe you've conquered it. You know what to do, given different situations and scenarios with different people. You kind of know what to touch. You kind of know what to say. You kind of know what to do. It's like you can do it with the back of your hand. You're smooth. You're good. It's just that I don't know how good you are. Like, how okay you are. You know, like, are you having fun? You've mastered all these things and it was a labor of love, but it was a labor. And now that you're the best, now that you know what to do, now that you're in it, what about me? Number 4 says, I'm kind of stuck being the best. I'm kind of stuck here. Is there anything more to sex? Is there more? Like, I got this. Is there something more? It's very similar to one of the other energies, but it's also incredibly different. It's a different nuance. It's almost like I'll say this the first way, you're stuck in a rut of being the director of your love life, of your sex life, of your bedsheet life. Like maybe your partners fall into place, right? You fall into a mechanic of whatever. You take charge or something like that. And it's kind of like you're stuck in that. For some of you, for others of you, I don't know, you maybe for some of you, you don't want to deviate. Look, I'm out here looking for issues. Maybe you don't want to deviate. Maybe you want to stay exactly where you're at, but you want to stay exactly where you're at, and maybe you're being called and being pulled to explore different things, or you're in the face of something different, and you're like, I don't know much about that. And you're like, no, I'm going to stay here because I think this works for me. One of those two energies. I will clarify. It's definitely a yes, right? But I will clarify. I don't know much about that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you don't want to leave. You are enjoying your rut. I don't know why I feel like it's a rut. Because of the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Wands and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is everything. My guy's bored. What does the King of Pentacles actually freaking do? Okay, like, my guy's bored. He's busy. He's working. He's doing his thing. He strives. But it's like, okay, you did it. You reached the top. And he stayed striving. I don't know. What is he about? We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So my guy's good. You're good. I mean, for all intents and purposes, I'm looking for issues where there's none. I feel an issue. I feel an issue. And I will be clarifying I will be clarifying who needs to be clarified. But yeah, babes, I feel an issue. I don't know. You're a generous lover. You do it. I just wonder, if you're doing it for you too. You like to control the situation. I just don't know if you allow others to do that for you. You have the Hanged Man and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you may be in a state, maybe that's the energy I'm picking up on, where you're kind of like, I mean, I am good in bed. I could explore something new, and that something new could be releasing control. That something new could be trying something new, could be introducing something new. But a part of you is like, yeah, but I don't know much about that. I'm kind of okay with how things are. But then another part of you could be like, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, there's a part of you that is feeling called to do something to get out of what you have established. Okay? Jokes aside, there's a part of you that wants to get out of that. And there's a part of you that is saying, I don't know though, it's kind of good here. And that's the same part. Because it's stable. King of Pentacles wants stable. Like, don't I worked hard for the stability. Don't do it. And when I was shuffling for this, I was singing the song that I always sing. I got 5 songs in my head at any given time. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. In this kingdom of you being really good at what you do in the bedroom, like, you are good at that. And starting something potentially new, deviating from that, is kind of like, but it's gonna be weird. But you're thinking about it with the Hanged Man. I think you're trying to come up with a plan. You're trying to figure out a way to do it. As the king, you're that ambition, talent, type person and practicality. So you're trying to think of how you can maybe master the new thing before you actually do it. But yeah. That's what I'm picking up. 8 of Cups is, yeah, again, I mean, in reverse, it's just kind of like, I like where I'm at. I'm good at what I do here. What you mean you want to start tying me up? What you mean I'm thinking about what it would be like to be tied up and lose control? And what you mean I'm thinking about safe words and stuff? Like, what you mean you're trying to put me in a vanilla lifestyle? What you mean? Whatever that is. Let's clarify the 8 of Swords. The 7 of Cups, you're having dreams, you're having desires. Something's piqued your interest. And it's kind of making you want more. I don't know much about that. That's the thing. Kia always says that, and I've been watching a lot of her videos. She's a simmer here, a YouTuber and a Twitch partner and stuff. But, so excuse me. But the 10 of Cups is in reverse and the 7 of Cups is in the upright. You're having fantasies about other things that you could be wanting to do, but they're also like, but I don't know. Say it with me. About 4. I don't know much about that. And it shows here. But I feel like with the Hangman here, I don't know. I feel like you could figure it out. You having fantasies and daydreams about what you could do and what else exists. And a new kind of stability, like a new kind of, maybe we could try that, but let's take it at my pace. I really want beans and rice. Yeah, I really want rice and beans. That feels good to me. I think I should make that tomorrow. Tell me about the king. Thank you. I think one more. Tell me one more thing about the king. I don't know much about that. 10 of Discs in reverse. Yeah. It'll bring in stability. Oh, baby. Look at him. He's just literally like a deer in the headlights. Look at this king. Look at him. He's so cute, but he's like, he really is. I mean, he is when I look at him from this perspective, but when I look at him from your perspective, he just looks like a handsome man. But I'm just seeing somebody who's like a deer in the headlights. Like, I'm a fixture here. Look, you're good in bed. That's not even the story anymore. Like, you're good in bed, you're good in bed, you're good in bed. You know what you do. But there is a shakeup. There's a shakeup in the kingdom. There's a shakeup in the kingdom, and it's beginning to feel a little bit stifling. You feel like you've reached the peak. You've reached the top. The top. You've reached the top. And you want more expansion. I mean, if the Empress had shown up in the upright or reverse, I'd say the same thing. But I feel like you are saying like, no, I've staked my claim. This is what I'm good at. I should stay here for whatever reasons, you know, whether it's beliefs or just what you've always done, your pattern or whatever. Like, you know, why spoil it? Why break something if it's not broken? But you are feeling a desire to do something more. That thing I was picking up on is not a joke. You're good. Yeah, you're fine. Let's talk about the 10 of Wands. But, you know, I feel like you yourself are desiring more. Or maybe your partner has asked for something more. Here we go. More Pentacles coming wall. So maybe you're dealing with somebody a bit younger. Or you're dealing with somebody who is up on game in some type of way. Or maybe you've seen something about that. Or maybe you're younger and your partner's older and you want to do more stuff. You like what it's been, but you want to maybe do some more stuff. Anyway, the Princess of Discs is here, clarifying the Page of Wands. And there is a desire there to want to invest in something new and start over. But it's also like she's stopping. And it's going to take very slow steps. But this is you studying. This is you studying the new before you really fully step in. And with the Page here, she's definitely stepping into that. So you're stepping into this journey that is going to be a labor of love. But yeah, just more Pentacles, baby. With the 8 with the Page of Discs, this is really interesting energy. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom, dealing with earth energy, and the Knight of Pentacles at the top. Yes, Pentacles back to back to back to back. Let's go. They're definitely cautious about this. It's something that's going to be hard for you in a way, right? It's going to be something you got to take your time with, something that you're going to be moving slowly with, something that I don't know, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like you wish, because she's moving slowly. She is moving, but she's also stopped. Like, I'm seeing both. This is somebody who's sort of like taking a step, stopping, looking around, taking a step, stopping, looking around, taking a step, stopping, looking around. So maybe this is something private. Maybe this is something secretive. It's something that you're really taking slow. And it's something that maybe it did take a while for you to get to this level, and now being called to do more is kind of like, is that right? Am I going the right way? Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles here. Prince. Yeah, the Prince of Swords. Oh, that's insecure, baby. That's insecure, baby. Not knowing if you have enough information, not knowing if you're equipped to do this. This is just some like panic, and whether you can do it, whether you physically are able to do it, whether you have the inner resources to actually do this thing, or whether you can physically do it, you know? Someone is pregnant. Who was pregnant? Who was that? Was that a different card? Oh, the Empress is here. Yeah, I think that you're wanting to, that's so crazy, the Judgment at the bottom of the deck. You're wanting to take your time with this. It's a new thing, and it's scary, and you're not certain about it. You don't know where it's going to go. You don't know if it's going to be fun or a good idea or not. So you're taking it super slow and barely moving at the same time. But I feel like you are looking for something different. Top of the deck, King of Swords in reverse. Oh boy. Anyway, number 4, you are good in bed. On this new journey, what is the guidance for number 4 to feel more comfortable, more confident in this new journey that they're about to step into? Oh, she got a booby. No, let's put her there. Booby, booby, booby. Let's put some of these cards in the deck. Okay, leaving in reverse. So with this one, I feel like this is you taking your time. Don't rush yourself. Don't force yourself. Don't rush. I think, you know, move as, I think this page, this princess, this page this Page of Discs, this even the Ten of Wands, this energy of a labor of love. Like go at your pace. Okay, go at your pace. With this leaving in reverse, go at your pace. Keep it in the realm of comfortable. Introduce what's comfortable and known as you move a little bit forward. Don't go too fast. Don't go too far. Like, you ain't in a race with nobody, baby. It's all been Pentacles. It's all you, your body, your resources. So go at your own pace. Yeah, go at your own pace. Don't force yourself. Do what you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable. But I do feel like you are moving. So any other guidance for my friend here? Healing. Yeah, definitely go slowly, move slowly so that the right things heal at the right time. Oops. Yes. My girl out here opening her door, opening her window. Oh, with the tatas out and wearing a sheer whole skirt. Look, this journey, I feel like for you to up level your experience is gonna be really healing for you. Yeah. And keeping focus that it is a step at a time, right? You don't want something to heal too well. I mean, you do want something to heal quickly, but sometimes some things have to remain open so you can put the medicine in there. I don't know. I don't have an analogy for you. I don't have an analogy for you. But yeah, there's just something here I think about. I think this is Piscean energy too. Moving as you grow. I feel like there is something for you in this new sexual movement that you're making. And it is going to be good for your soul. Like, it spans deeper than, I mean, I always think everything spans deeper than what we think, but it spans deeper than just where you think. Like, it's part of a process. And that's going to be really good for you. Here we have attraction. For some of you who are trying to attract love and a deeper love in your relationships, this will be helpful. I think it'll help heal any rifts in your partnership, to try the new things. Obviously, go at your pace. Do not rush. Do the research that you need to help you feel comfortable. Keep the things that are comfortable for you. Sandwich the shit. You know, start with the thing that you like, that you're pro at. Do the little thing in the middle. Go, you know, on and off if you have a partner and you can work with them. Great. If you don't, this thing that you're doing is going to enable you to attract the partner that makes more sense for you, right? Because you're tapping into and you're healing and you're calling pieces of yourself that have been in the ethers that you didn't know until you reached the level that you did. You're calling more pieces into you and they're attaching more onto you. And that's making you, you know, in my mind, making you become the person who you need to become to attract the people that you actually have been manifesting or wanting or calling into your life, right? So, good shit. For some of you, it's about exposing yourself to people. There's someone exposed tatas and women here, and there's someone witnessing and someone worshiping. Okay? So for some of you, your sexual experience that you are, you know, getting into is you not wanting, you being comfortable where you're at and not going out there dating and really putting yourself out there with people. I'm not saying show me your tatas, but it's for you to be admired, for you to be seen in the world. And that could be the thing that you're changing in your sex life. Being seen, being seen and being admired and being seen. Something as simple as that it will help you attract more of the people that you want as you use them to help course correct as you go slow towards attracting, you know, the big one or the big fish or whatever. For those of you who are in a relationship, still being seen either by them or by other people and really allowing yourself to be seen. And that means you have to see yourself first so that you know how to accent yourself and be seen. You know what I mean? So getting back into you and allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be adored, allowing yourself to be a magnet and accepting that and receiving that energy will be really helpful. My guy, I gotta go. These readings became strange. Anyway, that is the answer to Are you good in bed? You are, in short. You got it. You got it. You got it. If you didn't like the reading for this pile, you can pick another one. If you like. Otherwise, I'll see you in the previous videos I've done. Check out the page. And also in another video that I'm going to do. So keep it locked. When you subscribe, my videos just show up in your subscriptions timeline, which is great. And if you hit the notification bell, then you get notified when I go live where I do free readings. And I don't want you to miss your lesson. So make sure you do that. Otherwise, if you'd like a reading come through, I am available for that. I have a website and you can just email me to let me know that you'd like a reading and we will sort you out. Okay, keep your light on and good luck, my friends. Bye-bye. Have a good one.